Today we're going to talk about racism, specifically an encounter I had with a racist on Twitter. I might just put the tweet anywhere, but a little bit of background. I was arguing for the inclusion of black characters that weren't specifically damage based in Marvel Rivals. So, I mean, with that being said, I mean, I knew it was a lost cause trying to talk to someone who was literally born not to understand me because obviously, based on that last video, he was not one of the skin folk or the kin folk, even though he argued that he was raised in a black community. I mean, I guess that solves everything. I guess you got your black card. No, no. Now what? But yeah, I mean, trying to argue that even though black people make up a small percentage of actual represented people in comic book media, even though we don't talk about what's behind that, we don't talk about what is happening behind those statistics. We don't talk about them getting pushed out of media in every single instance in multiple different ways, which I will explain in a later video, by the way. It's like a rock, paper, scissors, whatever. Anyway, we don't talk about the erasure of black people in media. We don't talk about people not even getting into the room to do things with good black people. We we don't talk about the utilization of black people and the mischaracterization of them. We don't talk about all the tropes and harmful tropes that black people go through that might lead to the destabilization of their character and therefore the destabilization of black representation in general. But that's just me droning on just for almost like a minute and a half just about that statistic in general that was posted in the first place. But let's not even get into that. Let's get into, I guess, like a different side of things. We're talking about representation, but let's talk about representation and what it means for the entire physical plane, not even nerdcore nerddom as it is. Okay, so black people make up what? I'm gonna put the factor or the tidbit or statistic that he put on the screen, but black people make up this percentage. But I like to argue that black people make up 100% of anything good that is in this country. Because I mean, it was literally built on the backs of us. I could argue that the very building that some of these people made these comic books in, that spawned some of these beloved comic book characters that you are on your knees for, um, was because of black people. The very stoplight that got these comic book writers safely to their office was because of black people. But you might call that a reach. I call that reality. And obviously, one of us is living in it, and one of us is living outside of it. All right. So, as I said in one of my responses, since he is not for representation, I will give him 3 minutes to figure out that I am not the one. Thank you for coming to my Tyrone talk. I'll see you later.